Hello, welcome back to TaffWisdom. I'll be giving you some good information because information is informed action. So welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome, and remember to subscribe and turn on the notification bell because you don't want to miss on this good information, because you got that good information. When you're informed, your information is kind of like order. It's about organizing the chaos, and when you organize chaos, you make order, and that order is what helps you to grow into your greater self. So yeah, man. So in today's video, we'll just be diving into the fourth law of the hermetic principles. So I've given you 3 of 7 of the laws, which is the law of mentalism, correspondence, and vibration. So the next law, which is the law of duality, ties in so well with the law of vibration, because like I said in my previous video, everything is always in constant motion. Life is about constant movement. That's the law of vibration, of constant motion. But the law of duality is about bridging the differences, like putting together the opposites. So duality is basically the law of opposites, or it's kind of known as the law of opposites, which basically means that opposite things or things that seem to be opposites are essentially the same thing, just at different rates of vibration. So different rates or different variations of the same thing. So a good example which I heard, which helped me have a bit more understanding of this law, was in nature of relation to temperature. So if you look at temperature, you got different variations of temperature. You got hot and cold. They seem like opposites, but they're generally the same thing. They measure the same thing, which is temperature. So if you put it back with the law of vibration, and you tie this in with temperature, it will help you gain some perspective on it. Because if you think about temperature like this, let's say if outside it's let's just go with water, for instance. So water, let's say you're about to go take a bath and the water is about 10 degrees. That's quite hot, but for you that may be cold. So you find that as cold, and what you're going to do is you're going to increase the temperature, increase the amount of degrees. That's increasing the vibration. Therefore the water will in turn go hotter, maybe to like 15, 20 degrees. Vice versa, if you find it too hot, you can reduce the rate of which the water is vibrating with the rate of the water particles are vibrating, hence also decreasing the rate of vibration to even to minuses. So in understanding the law of duality, it helps you understand yourself and how you yourself are separate, and there's also the same as everyone else. And it helps you understand your uniqueness as well as your similarities. So if you're a Christian, or if you're someone who believes in there being something divine, you understand that you come from a creator. You're created by someone, and anything or everything that is created was created by this being. But also looking at the law of duality, you also understand that this being that also created you is also created by you. In a sense that you have created this understanding of this being, therefore making this being real. And you have also understood that this being is what created you, making this being and you real as well. So like the law of duality helps you what's the word? Bridge. It's not the word that I'm looking for. What's that word? No, I'll put in the description if I remember it. But it helps you kind of like bridge the gap between two things that seem to be opposites, although they're the same thing. And also understanding the law of I'll go deeper into the law of duality to help you gain a better perspective and a better understanding in my next videos. So I'm trying to make this video shorter so that you get that concise, and they give you all the information that you need to help you grow, especially in these difficult times. Like understanding this law, that everything that you see, health, poor health, wealth, poverty, they're all just the same thing, just vibrating at a different rate of vibration. So for duality, for itself to manifest either on the higher plane or on the lower plane, it just depends on what you're in tuning yourself with and what's resonating with your own internal vibration or your own internal frequency. So when you understand these laws, you understand it all starts within the mind. So that's mental energy. That mental energy then corresponds into the physical world, And then in the physical, it kind of corresponds to the physical world through vibration, because vibration is the movement of energy from one state to the next. So from vibration, you got duality, how it then manifests itself on different poles. Higher levels of vibration and lower levels of vibration, which seem like opposites, but they're just essentially the same thing. So yeah, man, keep riding the wave of life and don't drown. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for coming.